Hello everyone, it's Rock Crin, RK Inpost. That's Chase Bank. I shit on them all the time. $26.3 trillion is kind of run by them. So, just letting you know, they don't have your best interests in mind. But today, I want to talk about like a band that kind of disappeared at the end of the 90s and then reappeared recently with like Thunder and Fire. Nobody cared, of course, but I did. And this band is the Afghan Whigs. If you've never heard of them, just leave the video right now and go download all their albums, because they are amazing. Just one of the best bands that, like, okay, so it's the 90s, right? When they come out, they got that alternative sound, but they got soul. Unlike, they're like a rock band, but a soul band, kind of different. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I mean, Greg Dooley's a big fat dude, and he plays guitar like a monster, and his vocals are like cigarettes and whiskey. That's what it sounds like. And he sings songs about like love and sex and betrayal and I don't know, man. It's hard to explain why I like him, but I think I saw the video for Gentlemen, and the whole band's in suits and they're playing their asses off, and I'm like, oh, you could do this too. Okay, cool, right? So I bought the record Gentlemen, and then I got Congregation. That was their first album, but I didn't know about it. And those albums are amazing. I mean, Gentlemen is legendary. If you know what I mean. I mean, if you don't know, like, go to your Spotify or something and check it out. I'm not kidding. It's guitar rock, for sure. But there's so much soul. The human element of making this music is so soulful. Just, I wish I could play it for you, but, my video gets struck down. And I'm not exactly sure how to do that. I mean, the other night I had Propaganda doing Lawnmower Death in the middle of a video because I didn't stop the music. Just well, anyways, you live and you learn here. I'm trying to get better at this, but and there was, if you look at my previous video history, I was a lot better at this. At least my thumbnail game was on point, but that's neither here nor there. No, I'm talking about this band, and they only got better and better. Like, Gentlemen is a masterpiece, but like, I couldn't get any of my friends to listen to it back in the day. They're like, nah, big fat Greg Dooley, who cares? I'm like, he's a great looking dude. To me, he's got his hair on point, I don't know. Anyhow, well, Black Love comes out, right? I'm living with my buddies Aaron and Ryan, and I get this record and I put it on our turntable. And Aaron's like, who the fuck is this, man? This is awesome. I'm like, oh, it's big fat Greg Dooley. And he's like, oh shit. He had no idea. I mean, no one had any idea how much what they had in the tank, what they had for all of us. From what I understand, it's a very well-reviewed album, but I don't know anybody else who ever bought it but me. But yeah, Black Love is amazing. I mean, and it's like a concept album also. So I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's, about sex and love and betrayal and money and time spent behind bars, and you have to hear it. I mean, Spotify that shit, young people. Like, if you want to know what life is like in the real world, Spotify Black Love, please. You know, and their last album, basically, was 1964. And it's just steeped in that era, you know, like the lyrics and the music and all that. It's like, it's modern music, but with a old school flair. Like, I wasn't alive in 1964, so I don't know exactly, but god damn if they don't make me feel like I could have been. And this one's not so much a concept album as it is like soul, rock, there's a bit of like pop. Of course there's pop in their music. Of course the music pops. But I remember my buddy Jeremy, who I was speaking with tonight, he absolutely adored this album. And, you know, these are the people that decried this band. They talk shit. And then they hear the music and they're like, oh, maybe I was wrong. I could mention Sunny Day Real Estate to Jeremy. He's going to watch this video when his phone's fully charged. I know that much. Because, yeah, we've been in fairly constant contact over the last 2 days. It's been nice. It's good to hear another human voice, especially an old friend. Okay, so 1964 comes out, and it's like, I don't know, it's like U2's War album. If you've never heard that, well, god damn it, get on Spotify and listen to it, you plebs. Shit, what have you been doing your whole lives? But anyways, listen to side one and think about how awesome that is. Well, that's side one of Black Love, or not Black Love, 1964. It's fire. It's holy shit, man. You can't get better than this. It just doesn't get any better than this. Side two, I'd have to say, is not, well, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It just gets really down. You know, side one is all about like all the happy stuff and all the good shit, and then side two is about all the bad shit and all the down. Yeah, I love both sides of the album. I always will, because 1964 is classic. It's just, it's like a perfect album. Because it gives you everything you want, all that upbeat, fun shit, and then it shows you the dark underbelly, and that's much like U2 on their War album. Side one has all the hits. Side two has all those ones that make you think about shit. So, yeah. Get on your Spotify and check that out. So, yeah, this is their last album for like, I don't know, 20 years or so. Excuse me. Anyhow, I'm living in a remote area. I'm reading the PlayStation blog because I'm a PlayStation nerd. Anyways, there's like, hey, here's all the music released this week. And I see a new Afghan Whigs album in there. I'm like, no fucking way. So of course I go straight to Amazon Music and I buy that shit and I download it, and I can't listen to it till I get home from work, because, you know, when you're at work you got to be professional. You can't, you know, even if you're working at Wendy's, you got to be professional. So on the walk home I turn it on. Absolute return to form by everyone in the band. Now the band is way different. It's still Greg Dooley and John Curley who played the bass. Oh, I forgot to mention they're from Cincinnati, Ohio. Same as the Ass Ponies. Huh. Very different bands. One went country rock and the other one went soul rock. But anyways, they come back with an album called, I hate this when I can't remember things. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter what the album's called, because you should already be on your Spotify or your whatever. You should be checking this shit out, because from the first moment I started talking about this band, you should have been checking them out, because they're fucking awesome. I mean, I'm not a big fan of American rock and roll. At least I didn't think so until Americans learned how to rock and roll the way I like. I mean, I can listen to John Fogerty, I can listen to Tom Petty, but you know, it doesn't move me the way that, like, British bands and Canadian bands and, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. These guys are from America, and they rock the way I like rock. At least they do, you know. It's hard to understand what I'm talking about, because you haven't heard it yet. You don't know. But I'm here to tell you that they've come back in a big bad way. And then their new guitar player died of cancer while they were recording their most recent album, the 2016 album. I wish I could remember the titles of these two albums, because I want you guys to go and Spotify them, and I want you to hear this stuff, because yeah, it's a big deal to me. They're one of the best bands I've ever heard in my life, and you know, and they're one I missed. I didn't get to see them live, which is a real regret for me. But they're still out there, still doing stuff. Maybe I'll get a chance. But yeah, like, old band in the last... check this out, yo. I know kids today aren't on Facebook, but there's a lyric in one of the songs on whatever that 2014 album is. He says, "Love is a lie, like a hole in the sky, then you die." Well, I was like, dude, that's so cool, right? I posted on Facebook, and I got likes by Greg Dooley and the Afghan Whigs. And I'm just some guy, you know, just some pleb. It was totally cool. I mean, if you like Facebook, I mean, I know people don't like Facebook anymore because it's all ads, it's all targeted, political ads, and anyways, that's not where this video is about. But anyways, yeah, Afghan Whigs, check them out. Here's something to check out on YouTube. Check out their video for the song Matamoros, Matomoros. It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds or so, and it's the funkiest fucking shit you've ever heard. I'm not a member of the band. I'm a fan. But that song and the video is important, because it's just like the perfect video for that song. And I mean, there's a lyric in that song that I love the most. Now I forget. I hate my life sometimes, but no, it's all good. It's all wine and roses. Anyhow, if my desire for your company made him pull a gun on me. Yeah, something along those lines. I mean, it's soulful. I'm still having a little trouble with my voice, so I couldn't deliver it perfectly, but Oh, shit, it's even better than that. But anyways, yes, I would say check out the Matamoros video. And I would say check out, well, just, Spotify, look up Afghan Whigs, go to iTunes, buy all their records. This is a definite recommendation for me. Everything they've done is amazing. I mean, sure, there's some songs in the middle of records that aren't all as great as the other ones, but that's okay. I mean, that's how every record is. I mean, even Elton John has some duds. Led Zeppelin's got tons of duds. I'm just saying, like, this band, shit, getting up to 16 minutes. Afghan Whigs, AFGHANWHIGS. Because I know the name of the band is a little weird. You'll be able to read it in the title, and yeah, peace.